Hi everybody, my name is Jim and welcome back to another episode of The Lake Effect Gardener. How are you all doing? I hope you're all doing really well. I've been busy. I've been just kind of laying low as of late. Haven't really been able to do much in the garden. You'll see why, but yeah, I don't know. I've yet to really get up and go that I need to get things done. And the weather really hasn't helped matters. Today has been the very first really nice day that we have had in weeks. And that's not hyperbolic of me. The weather has been really drab. It's been raining, and if it hasn't been raining, it's been snowing. And if it has been nice, I've been at work. So it's been one of those trying to find time to get out and to do things. And even though it is a beautiful day today, there's no chance of me doing anything into the garden, as you will see. But what I did manage to do was to get a lot of my seeds sown, which is great. My peppers and eggplant that I did a while ago are doing really well. They've been potted on. They're doing, really well. They're growing. They're under lights right now in the house, and I also have some tomatoes in there as well. But I've managed to get all my brassicas done, all my greens, things that I can do now while the weather is still kind of iffy. So, I mean, that's really it. I'm being guided by Mother Nature right now. As for getting into the garden and doing anything at all, it's virtually impossible. It is a mud pit. However, what I'm going to be showing you besides the muddy garden, because I'm going to kind of treat this as like a little bit of an April tour. I've been doing some work in the polytunnel, and basically the polytunnel is where I'm going to be starting all of my other seeds, and I'm going to be putting up some tables and stuff like that. Just want to show you what it is. There's nothing really majorly significant about this video, but it's just to show you where I am right now and to give all you other gardeners out there a little bit of hope. I do feel like I'm really behind, but I looked in my trusty garden journal and it seems that it was quite close to this time last year that I did the exact same sowing. So I'm not very far behind. I haven't done anything else in the way of melons. That will be soon. Squash, things like that. Things that really, the temperature cannot dip below 45 degrees to be able to sow outside. And frankly, I don't have the real estate inside my house to put them indoors, so they have to go into the tunnel whether I like it or not. So, with that being said, let's take a little romp around the garden. I'll show you what I'm going to do in the tunnel. There's a couple other things I want to show you too. I put these tables up on the back porch just so that I could get some stuff taken care of sewing wise. It's very convenient and it's a beautiful day, so there was no thought in my mind beyond being out here in the sun. Goodness knows I need it. But anyways, moving right along, I just tripped over some chairs. Things are beginning to green up a little bit here. I still have to clean all this out, but there are definite signs of life, and it's just lovely to see all of this. But I mean, can you see the standing water? It's just absolutely absurd. You're going to be hearing a lot of sloshing around. My adorable little daffs are going to be putting on a display very soon. You can see how behind we are here. Very behind everybody else, I feel. But I got some daylilies that are coming up over here, which is nice. All right. I got to get this garlic uncovered, but it's doing so well. And I also have to give it a good feed. I know you can't really see it, but it's really taking off. Lots of beautiful green shoots. So lovely to see here. Still just empty beds. And I haven't been able to do any type of infrastructure at all. It's just too muddy. Take a look at this. More standing water. Okay. Yeah. Strawberries are about to poke out. Looking nice. Looking nice. But it's the tunnel we want to talk about here. So I did give the tunnel just a rough clean out. I got all the dead matter out of here. I took all the support beams off, which was kind of liberating. It really opened the space up. But over here on this side is where I'm going to be putting up my tables for my seedlings. And along with that, I'm going to be taking these planters here, the self-watering containers, which incidentally, this is where I did the cut and come again lettuce. Look how well it's germinated, even despite all the cold temperatures we've had. So those are doing well. Over here, some more lettuce. Very happy to see these adorable little plants popping up. And yes, we have spinach, which is great. I do want to get these off the ground though, because there are mice and voles. I just want to make sure that they don't, they don't decide that this is planted just for them. So I'm going to get these tables back here, set them up, and get everything that I need out here for the time being out here. I'm also going to probably bring back some potting up soil and some trays and things like that, because any future sowings that I do are going to be back here in the tunnel. So the last thing I'm going to do before I close up shop here, is I grabbed myself a plastic pot, and I'm just going to fill it up with some good compost here. Not too much. And I'm going to take you out to the garden, because there's something out there that I'm going to dig up and give as a gift. So if you remember in my last tour, a couple tours actually, in fact the last tour that I did in the autumn, I'd shown you this motherwort that had self-seeded over here. And motherwort is a member of the mint family, but it's not so much a spreader like our traditional culinary mint. It doesn't spread by runners at all. This spreads by seed. So it's very similar to lemon balm, and believe it or not, it has very similar qualities when it comes to lemon balm, because it is considered to be a nervine. And it's great for people who suffer from anxiety and things like that. So I already have the motherwort over there in the herb garden. So I thought, instead of me hogging all the riches, I'm going to dig this up and I'm going to give this to my sister, who is now full-on fledged planning her garden at her new farm, which I'm going to hopefully be a huge part of. So I'm going to be using my hori hori, which I've I don't know what my problem is when it comes to things like this, but I've given my hoary hoary a name. Do you guys name your belongings? I don't know. I've got Gertrude, my wood stove coal oven in the garage. I've got Clementine, my Corvair convertible, and now I have Tori. Tori the hoary hoary. Don't be jealous that you didn't think of it first. All right. So there she blows. So this is a perennial herb, whatever. So it will come back year by year. That's typically what it means. And so I'm going to have her put this in a nice spot, nice sunny spot in her yard. Well, I don't think I need all of this compost in here. We'll just plop it right on top and fill in the gaps. Give that a good shove in. Dress it up with some soil. Give it a good water. And there she has hopefully one of the first of many medicinals that she plans on growing. I also have a couple of lemon balm plants and catnip that I'm also going to gift to her that have been kind of popping up around the garden. So anything that I can do to help her establish a nice herb garden, especially of the medicinal kind, I think she'll enjoy that a lot. I just can't believe that this is the tomato bed. I have so much work to do back here. I mean, there's literally a channel, a canal, if I may, of my footprints going now from the back of the house to the tunnel. So maybe it will channel some of that water away. Who knows? So that's that. I'm going to say goodbye, guys. Not a very productive video, but I wanted to just, you know, touch base, see how you're doing, show you what I'm up to, which is not a lot, but things are going to be ramping up in the next couple of weeks for sure. I've got to get back out here, and I need to, it seems like these beds are not as wet as the rest of the yard, so I'm going to get back here and start digging and amending and getting things. Again, I'm having problems with fibrous roots, so I'm going to have to come through all of these beds, and I'm going to have to dig them all up like I did last year. I really wish that I could have a no-dig situation back here, but it's impossible with these trees. It really is. So I'm going to have to, you know, I'm going to have to strap on the gloves and get to digging and get things taken care of. I mean, we're nearly a month away, I should say, from planting in. So I need to get on top of it. I'm going to order some compost. I'm going to expand the beds. I'm going to take all the fencing down. I've got some new ideas as to how I'm going to fence in the backyard from the critters. And I want to create at least one more bed back there. Something a little bit more shady for my greens, my kale, my chard, things like that. Lettuce, spinach, in the hopes to prevent bolting. That would be lovely. All right, I'm waffling on, so I'm going to say goodbye, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in and watching. And this is episode 99, which means I think my 100th video is going to be my melon sowing. I'm going to add a little good luck to the melon sowing with that 100th episode. And then hopefully we'll bring back the gold here in North America. Bet you didn't think about that, Jane, Special round number episode to add good luck. I just love how we chide each other from across the pond. All right, guys, I'll see you real soon. So long.